The workflow goes from making contact, and here it is at long A, and then falling back to the links. But Sam with the running frenzy at range finds the opener. And it's just
gosh, it's another banger of a pistol round. They got the first pick, and then they paranoia. They fully send through a short. EU gets 3 on the round. Holy
You're saving it into the next round and giving yourself an opportunity to potentially play for the eco, force up the next one. And, you know, for NRG, that's kind of a big loss as well. I mean, not just the fact that it's a phantom, but economically speaking, especially when you're losing 2 weapons here, almost. Yeah, and I watched a Gen.G VOD of them playing on a Haven last night, and I was impressed with Kusta's play at A here. And already he's finding more success. Okay, as I say that, the A site is capitulating, and the post plan is so successful that we're down to a one-on-one, Doug.
Real quick, I want to bring attention to this. Look at how NRG have played this. They get the spike down back C, so there are a few things at play. Number one, they have an open sight line from C long, so they can just spam their way into it regardless of what utility's in front of them. And the Hunter's Fury is there as well to see how it's going to be equalized. Mikhail goes first. It's traded back out by EU as he's trying to fend things off. They managed to get it to halftime. The run it back was used as well. NRG just down to 2 members left, but they're trying to fight back. Gen.G goes deep, goes all the way in, and they manage to break the hold. They get the sight back, and they get the defuse. What a round from Gen.G.
The buy from NRG here isn't great, Doug, and already you run it back into garage here.
All right, remind me, we need to go back to that round to talk about some stuff. But for now, Sam, with the run it back, gets 1. It's already an efficient ultimate. Shanks gets 1 as well with the Blade Storm. Infinite piles it on as Gen.G is just down to 2 members left. They're on opposite sides of the map. They're going to try to get a pinch in, but NRG again showing proficiency regardless of the weaponry at hand as they get onto C, as they get the spike down, and as they control the site.
Infinite is having one heck of a game here, and man, as I was singing the praises of Gen.G, once again, NRG reminds me that they are absolutely not out of this series yet, and certainly they don't have any intentions of losing this map, but gotta wonder, that was a very quick reaction. You know, they lost the round, they immediately called this C split. There was no hesitation. Sam ran up garage doors, popped his ultimate, ran it back through garage, and found the entry. And Gen.G really wasn't giving it the fever. Some teams really struggle on some maps with it. But when, as you said, I mean, he's a fabulous jet player to begin with. So when he does find his groove, he's just so scary. Right there immediately taking the head off of Infinite. Operator pick comes in big. Gen.G poised to retake a 5-on-4 with the spike going down at C. That's off a death.
Yes, freaking A, I love that. He gets the opening pick. He pulls off, but he knows exactly where that default spike is. The From the Shadows was used to get him onto the backside. Again, they've planted there 3 times now, so he's just able to bang through the box and get another pick with the operator. Win played that so well. NRG's just down to 2 members left.
Yeah, and that was just so well played. You called it, Doug. Man, you set that round up so perfectly for Win to pop off, and there's 3, his third onto Sam. That closes it out. He'll get that spike defused as well. And 4-2, you know, don't forget the spike, guys. But 4-2, this is still the
last one on the site, and instead of backing off and waiting for a little bit of help, oh my gosh, well, why do you need help when you're able to get 2? That's going to delay the push at least long enough and remove some of the numbers away to equalize things as members of Gen.G arrive on the site.
That was Michael just cranking a 90 into a headshot, just destroying somebody that really thought he had a free kill. I'm not sure that was, but Michael with a huge shot. Now it's a 2-on-2. Gen.G poised to retake. Kusta on the prowl pushes in. Tagged by a camera, Doug, but Sam... Curveball comes through the dark cover and almost gets both, but Kusta survives. 1-on-1 now. Cypher versus Cypher. Yeah, 9 bullets left in the magazine. And Kusta, you know, neural theft goes out, but Infinite, wise to it, is holding the angle. Ever aware. Tough spot, like you said, where you either hit your shot against Infinite Man or it's all but done. And Win, who's so aggressive up here at long A, paired up with Michael, that Hunter's Fury through that short A wall.
Nearly the same bang that it had the first time around, and it got traded as Sean used his own. Kusta was still on the back of the site. He gets 1 before dropping, NRG and Gen.G
30
tied up
seconds
here
left.
at 3 apiece. Sam is going to get the spike down. And you imagine without a Hunter's Fury here, they're not deciding to fully pull off or do anything like that. They want to stay close to the site, force Gen.G to push into them, and that's exactly what they do. Win gets another one with the op. NRG's just down to Shanks. He's going to get banged through that wall. A 3K for Mikhail. Gen.G looking good as they get the defuse. They're keeping this thing close, and again, they're doing it on the defensive side.
And obviously it panned out. You know, the grabbing their third round on defense, where typically I think this map is regarded by, in competition at least, an attacker-sided map, of course. But Win, who you highlighted, man, early on in this game, that threat of his operator, even though this is an eco, like this is just so annoying to deal with. And Infinite falls as well, man.
There's just nothing is safe, right? Like there's
Nothing.
nowhere you can go. And what I love about it is we saw him see long, we saw him hold B. Now it is more common as he gets 3. Yeah, give the guy the ace at this point. He's earned it. On an eco, right, for the attacking team, it's more common to play. Ooh.
Cleaned up.
Yeah, that was pretty. So sorry. On an eco, it's common for the attacking team to play B, right? Because it naturally has a lot of entry points. It's a bit of a chaotic spot, and there are close angles.
Moving so that any utility used against him is useless and wasted. So NRG's answer right now, and I think this is the right one, is to just pick a lane, pick a bomb site, commit 4 or 5 guys there right away, and hope for the best to try and avoid that off. And certainly, already we have a 5-man approach onto the bomb site. Gen.G is locking it down, though. 4, 5 kills immediately go the way of
just sitting ducks. I think he hit all 5 of them. There just wasn't a whole lot that NRG could do.
Right. It's this A push immediately. NRG, another 5-man press towards A this time. Said A and C, favorable bomb sites for these kind of 5-man executes, and certainly NRG trading out the first kills. You're gonna get the spike plant, Doug.
All right, and NRG are set up pretty here, right? Again, there's the spike is planted in a place where you can spam through it from a long. That's not where they're playing right now, but keep a close eye on the flank, right? EU's going to use that Hunter's Fury to try to clear out some space, but the clock continues to tick away. Mikhail using that drone. The Blade Swim's going to be used as well. Win from the top rope. Oh, I think he saw a sliver, just the tiniest sliver. But Lex, they're going to have to go here. They're running out of time.
I don't know that this is even possible at this point. GMD actually, they have to go huge, and they do. They quite literally do, and I'm not sure if whether. Oh, Doug. We're talking like, yeah, okay.
To success, so they confidently full send A. They managed to get control of this. They managed to get control of this site and get the spike down. That was a big round win, but again, Gen.G with the op, a tale as old as time. Once again, getting the opening pick onto NRG.
I can't give Win enough credit. Like he's doing his job, you know, exactly as we kind of teed it up, right? Where if you're able to kind of change your position, get these op picks, and certainly like give a different look every round, NRG has no choice but to burn a bunch of utility just to get, you know, out of spawn. And right now, Win is being pressured by, you know, a Sova dart for sure, but the play is going the other way entirely. It doesn't even matter. Sean finding 2 beautiful headshots on an infinite Niu. Shanks falls on the other side of the map, and now it's just Daps. 1v4. We've seen him clutch a few times today. Never quite to this degree with so much on the line. Sean finding his 3rd on the round. I'm excited.
They realize we're not going to miss anything this time around. Gen.G look good on the first half. So far, looking good in the second half as well. As they get the opener, it's going to get traded out, however, as they work their way at B. And Lex, I'm going to talk about this a lot. They were one of the pioneers, Gen.G was, of this play right here. It was when Sage was in the meta. It's a different flavor, but it's the same look. You get on B, you get the spike down, you get the heck out, but Infinite with a couple of clean shots with the classic trading things out. Gen.G just down to 2.
That's just the basic feint, make presence towards short, draw the A rotator off. Gen.G does it beautifully, but unfortunately, you know, despite that outmaneuvering on behalf of Gen.G, unable to get it done.
As they're just going to bring in pistols. I may have seen, yeah, one Frenzy in the hands of Win. Good curveball there. The Frenzy has been eliminated by Frenzy on the other side. As Song gets that opening pick. NRG looking good here in the second round.
Spike plant was extremely beneficial to the side of Gen.G. Any more frags would be great. There's only going to be one. Yeah, just one. Yeah. Shock Dart finds its mark, but otherwise it's a clean anti-eco from NRG. Not a whole lot to dissect here, but I'll tell you what. NRG, you know, during the halftime break, I think you may have said it on the attack side because first gun round coming in hot. And already NRG's pushing up with these SMGs up and long, and they find the first one on the win, Doug. Yep.
Once again, I know we've talked about it a few times, but you got to keep that in mind. And in eco, you want to play up close, you want to play around smokes, and it often pays off. That's exactly what we saw. But again, Gen.G, this time not fully sending the spike that way as well, but they do have presence around B. It looks like they're just kind of waiting things out. I love the use of the drone here. Create some space, get some information around Garage. We'll see how NRG responds to that.
Yeah, just feeling the map out. The work here at front B is always a fruitful endeavor if patience and time are given enough. You know, and right there, I didn't expect somebody to walk out in front of us sight, but Sean, who is just so deadly, map to map, he's one of the most consistent duelists in my eyes in the game, and here he is delivering again with two. Well, I'd say the first one was a pretty easy hit. The second one, a confident fight, finds his third, and he's done nothing but stand here at the front of the B site. And now Gen.G gets a free spike plant over at A. Actually, and as I say that, Sam is creeping in, and he is, I won't call him a minor threat, he's got a phantom in hand.
Well, that threat certainly just took a serious punch. Sean already has 4. He's looking for the ace. EU with the frenzy spoils the dream, spoils the frags, and takes care of him. But again, NRG, they're still in trouble here. EU has the Vandal, and he's healthy here. If he can isolate these gunfights, Lex, he may have something, but I just don't know that.
I think, you know, if you're EU, this is the wise choice. Not only was this your bonus where you went into the round with a frenzy, you're getting away with a Vandal, right? Like, you want to live. And if this wasn't
anything going with ops, spotted just a hair of that cipher. The shot's not going to land. There was some information gathered, but not much else.
Yeah, just slowly feeling out the default, trying to sense aggression. And something that NRG struggled with on their attack half was being able to default successfully while avoiding operator picks. Right. And, you know, they're being very cautious. They're trying to feel out the map, find where the defense is going to be putting their walls up, and Sean, who's already through A link, and finds a beautiful crisp headshot onto Daps. Wow, there's the opening, Doug. There it is right there.
They used the run it back, and they used the Hunter's Fury and really in that instance, NRG has no choice but to respect it. They back up, and now they're going to try to fight back. Sam's going to use his own run it back, but he gets caught as soon as he swings around the corner. Gen.G have managed to establish control of the site here. NRG fighting to take back. The nice thing for them is that they have resources on opposite sides. They can push in from A-Link, and they can push in from C-Link. Sam's already able to get one. Shanks with the op. Looking to see if he can pick anyone off. That window, that B window spot can be so devastating if held well. But that's the thing. Infinite's going to get it to half, and then they swing. He has to back off. But NRG still had a chance here again. It's the Spam Wars. NRG's just down to 1. Infinite with 22 health left. He's just such a brutal spot.
Like, Daps has no choice but to be B-hopping over an A-Link, trying to avoid it. And certainly well, we know how it ended. But Sean with a very confident attack side so far. This is making me not necessarily worried for the entire side of NRG, but Gen.G is just coming up with answer after answer. And certainly right here, that A aggression is just shut down. Gen.G coming out clean, 5-on-2 now.
Yeah, and I love how NRG played it. Again, understanding they didn't have the gun advantage. They tried to throw something different, a little spice, right, to try to catch them off guard. But Gen.G, excuse me, NG, what am I saying? They handle it super well.
You get, you know, indirect map control, and a beautiful pick onto Infinite as I say that. Okay, and this threat is suddenly turned on its head where, you know, peeking for information on the side of NRG, as was just demonstrated to us, Doug, is so dangerous. It's so risky, and you don't have those tools that you would hope for, you know, on the side of NRG on defense. But nevertheless, 5-on-4, here it is.
They did, and they're just doing it dry and win with how he's been feeling himself. Like he's going to punish that, and we saw that. They are now. I love what we're seeing here because again, Wynn's just anchoring C long, but the spike still hasn't fully committed. Sam has a chance at something here. That's a big kill. They've gotten the spike down. They know exactly where to go. He's going to swing, but G.E.G. responds as he gets one. EU trades it back out, back and forth as these two teams continue to trade blows. The spike is still down back in the spawn, and NRG smells blood in the water. They've already got two members pushed all the way up, but Gen.G has a couple of their own waiting on the other side. Wynn just does not miss with that op as he gets onto Shanks. NRG down to two members left. The aggression that was there has kind of hit a bump in the road, right? And they can't really find the way in. Of course, as I say that, EU gets one. Kusta trades it out. Last one left is Daps, and he's in a different time zone right now from where the rest of the play is. Now Gen.G are going to work their way up onto B. He's got to get the spike down. Daps has a chance. Daps gets one. Drops things down to 1v1. The spike's going to go down. He's got that paranoid. The swing, it was there. It connected. But the Blade Storm was there. The Blade Storm slices and dices. Wynn gets the...
Into a certain play style, but right away some A aggression again coming out from NRG, and Sam actually yields a frag with it.
Yeah, this is far more fruitful than what we saw last time they tried this. They full send in A, and they got caught. This time, NRG's able to get the opening pick, which is huge. Kusta trades it out, but this is already some space that NRG have created. A, unless it's through B, is not an option for Gen.G.
Ooh. Kusta finding 2 kills in this round so far. And the neural theft combined with the misdirection that they've already shown. Look at Gen.G right now. Kusta may have fallen, but you got a 3-on-3 and the C side is for free. So even though the neural theft yielded 2 different players from NRG over at the C side, they're like, okay, guys, we're just going to walk it up. They'll rotate, right? And because in the mind of the defense, you don't want to be where you're actually revealed at. And suddenly, you've given a lot of position to Gen.G, and Wynn finds the first, but Infinite trades it out already, Doug.
Oh, but they're coming in from different sides. It's beautiful from NRG. Shanks gets 2 on the flank. Infinite was a hero that round with the Stinger. He got high impact kills. That was so well played from NRG. They're not going away, Lex.
Sean was ready to rip it. He's like, all right, guys, I'm popping my ult. Like, let's go. Let's do it. The Cypher over at C isn't new, but they're balancing it now to where there's 2 players basically firm defending B, Infinite hanging around Garage Window and C-Link. And what that means is these A players get to stay on these angles and stay on the site, and the B players get to do the same. And right now, this execute is going into 3 members of NRG at least. At the bare minimum, you got to hit these gunfights immediately and win them. And GMD does find 2, but he's now in a 1-on-2 of his own for the 4K to win. And 10 seconds left, Doug. Not sure who's going to be able to get the spike down in time. And from the shadows, gets shut down by Daps. And I didn't catch those kills coming up. Gen.G coming at the C split. Already up on the site, and Gen.G will get in there pretty clean because NRG's playing a retake now.
Right, and it's a slightly different flavor of what we saw. And it's not like Gen.G tried going elsewhere and realized they couldn't, but they had everything set up to where B and A were not an option. They wanted them to go C for that 5v5 retake. Infinite gets a big one. He's going to use that neural theft as well to give everything away. Gen.G does not have any ultimates that can cause problems like the Orbital Strike or the Hunter's Fury from downtown. NRG looking really good on this retake here, but they've got to execute. Shanks once again on the flank with the shorty. He gets one. He's got that operator as well. Wynn, however, Wynn, baby, he gets another one. Sean with the Sheriff. NRG looked so good, but have a lot of info here. They know, because of that drone, they know that B isn't where the play is, and you already see all the members funnel over towards A, which is exactly where Gen.G is. And again, with 20 seconds left, they don't have much of a choice. They're going to have to commit to this one. Guimon gets one. He gets a second one as well. There's the Hunter's Fury coming out of Mikhail's. This is trying to clear things out. But Wynn gets in on the action as well, once again, with the operator. NRG's just down to EU. He's got a measly 7 health.
Scramble together a defense that's successful, where Gen.G's had so much success in this half. And, I feel like, once again, we're looking at NRG, where a lot of the web see a single person even get tagged for that. And it breaks my heart, man. That's all. And immediately, the long A aggression shut down. That's Shanks, who's just gotten destroyed on this so many times. Gen.G's keyed in on it. They know that he likes to do that. NRG gets punished immediately. 5-on-4 now. Gen.G on match point, essentially.
Yeah, it was interesting. Daps used that from the shadows. He got back towards C, that back corner, and then canceled it out. Could have had a chance to get behind them, but Sam with the Stinger, they were able to get one. They're going to use that, run it back. So he tries to get some more space, and you see members of Gen.G just having to back up. Nothing quite gathered yet, and he got some info, but that unfortunately was it. The spike hasn't made its way onto A yet either.
That was awkward. Canceled the reload animation, pulled the stinger back out, realized there's no bullets. Sean finds one on infinite, 4-on-3, and there's 2 wounded players from Gen.G. Still doable for NRG, Doug.
It is, and that's certainly, that's certainly going to help. Yeah, Sean drops. You see Win with not much health to work with either, but they're going to get onto the site. They're going to get onto C, and now it's on NRG. You don't want to go through the loser's bracket. You don't want to deal with that gauntlet. You've got to retake C here.
Unfortunately for the side of NRG, there's still not a lot of advantageous weaponry positioning. There's no flank coming in.
One enemy remaining.
This is looking all but wrapped for Gen.G at this point. You've got Michael and GMD
all Daps
playing this post plant pretty solid, and Daps, who's no stranger to the clutch and has come up big a few times today, he falls now 13-10. Gen.G taking the series in a decisive 2-0, Doug.
And they look good, right? Like, there were so many things that worked well for them.